company is Black Series Edition LLC. I'm up early in the morning because I got to be at the post office to drop off packages to customers, and there's a couple other things I had to take care of this morning that had to be done early in the morning. So, man, a lot to do. All right, so those of you who've been waiting for your orders patiently, I do appreciate putting the time in our company and basically being patient toward us. Just getting situated and getting moved into a new area and getting all my resources and things needed to get orders out the door so we can run smoothly without having any other problems. Let's see. So right now, you can tell how busy I haven't even bought furniture. I've been here already a month, almost not even a month, like 3 weeks I've been here, and I haven't even had a chance to buy furniture. Sorry about that. So we got customer-only screen paints because, as I said before, our company is under some contracts, and at first it was supposed to be set up where we weren't going to be doing any business with customers at all. It wasn't from our decision, it's from their decision, because as I said before, they weren't going to deal with customers at all. They were just going to deal with companies only. But I don't want to miss out on the part that I love the most, which is basically dealing with my customers, talking with my customers, learning about the projects. I meet a lot of people that way. I mean, a lot of interesting and cool people that way. If I did it that way where I had companies only, I wouldn't have met half the people I know right now that I have on my friends list, people I talk to just about every day. So I still want to be a part of that right there. So this is why we're making the gunmetal technology a customers only product, and I decided we want to definitely do the Sugar Plum Fairy because I like that paint. I mean, I want that paint, I like it, and it's a girls gamer paint too on top of that, which is pretty cool because the girl gamers don't have a lot of things for themselves. There's some things out there, but not a lot. All right, so I'm doing something different for the page we have here. This is the gunmetal page. All of our pages have showcase pages, and the showcase pages basically give off more information than the original shopping carts. Move everything over here. They're gonna have some room to move, watch this, and work at the same time. All right, so we got orders to get out the door. I'll put my feet in my massager. I try to use my foot massage in a couple of days. Try to stay on this thing because again, that blood circulation is really freaking important. All right, there we go. Taco's gonna get up in a few minutes, yawning and carrying on. Let me see. Sorry about that. Let's put it right back. Can't even see it. It was there. Can't even see it up. Period. Oh, nice image though. These right here, these are better. Yes, much better. So I'm adding some update art to the gunmetal page. So I got to get online. I got to do some shopping. I got to buy some samples, a lot of samples. If we're going to basically make this technology, or give it the title, best gunmetal on the market, we're going to test against some real serious gunmetal screens. Can't try to achieve that challenge, or basically make that statement if you really haven't tested your product. Let me really test your product. Not that go into a dark room and high-end projectors in dark environments and say it's tested. No, not that fake nonsense. I mean actual testing. So I got to go do some collecting because apparently I don't know what I did with my certified screens. So I'm going to have to buy them all over again. I think the hardest ones are going to be to get are the DMP Supernovas. Those are very hard to get your hands on. They're not easy to get. So I'm just going to have to go through the whole process all over again. The main screens we do want to test against is Screen Innovation and Dragonfly and the Dark Star 9. I would say those would be the three most advanced screens to see exactly what happened. I got to call the dealership for Screen Innovation. I don't know what their top screen is going to be. I haven't had one of their screens in years, so I don't know. But I do know that we should not have a problem with it at all, period. The problem we have with Screen Innovation is that they don't want us touching your stuff. That's what it is. And then like we slandered them, anything, we didn't slander their company. As a matter of fact, their company kind of liked their stuff because they said in the day we had product had potential. But we just want to see it side by side because I'm curious to see what I would look like next to that screen. I thought I did this one already. I didn't do this one? Okay. Let's see if I'm doing right here. Changing this one up. Now this is the part in this line of business I have to learn to, once something is taken care of and done, there's no point in talking about it. That's one of my worst habits I have, is talking about something that's already been taken care of. The whole situation that we're going through with copyrights, that's already been taken care of. There's no need to talk about that anymore. We've already got the attorneys in place, getting everything taken care of. All the evidence has been submitted, case has been filed, well, one of them. So there's nothing more to talk about on that. So at least I have well, actually, I still have the other ones I have to go out and take care of. We have some other ones who basically violated our copyrights. We have to go get that taken care of. And some other things against our company, slandered our company. So those have to be taken care of. But other than that, the other problem, yeah, that's going to definitely go away very soon. So we can concentrate on our work and not have to worry about people just acting up for the sake of just acting up. Now what do we have here? We have this is the gaming technology. This is going to have gaming technology, but the government's going to be pretty fascinating. So it's going to have a bit of everything in here. I'm going to do a lot of gaming back here anyway, so that's why I need my 235.1s, which I got to tape up because I got the frog tape. I got to tape up the screens. The front room I got to tape in. I don't know how big this I'm going to put in there. I'm going to try to get as close to the wall as possible. Not hitting the wall, close to the wall. Let me see. Let's see, coming soon. Game performance capability info sheet. Okay, I can put that in later on today, as long as I got that in there. And this is for the movie demonstration of performance capability info sheet. More information coming soon. Okay, that's for that. And this is explaining the Ambient rejection technology, or ambient destroyer. And I think that's pretty much all we need for this right here for this page. True Truth, the fan pages, not fan page, but the showroom page looks pretty nice. Alright, I'm happy with this. Let's save this right here. Just wanted to upgrade these 2 images in there and get that done. So yes, we are going to bring out the Sugar Plum Fairy. This we're going to make a customers only. I going to do all that in there. Let me see where we're at with that one. Here we go. I like this page. Out of all the pages I've designed, this is the one I like the most. So we got to put that disclaimer in there for customers only. The new level game. I'm going to work on this today. Get some more work done on here. Now this is designed for the girl gamers. It's your guy, you can have it too, but it's designed for the girl gamers. Technically, I really shouldn't be doing any work in here at all, period. We're suing this company, like we're suing them. So let's see where that goes at. Which I'm curious. We should have no problem when the lawsuits open and shut. You know, they violated our copyright, so yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. And should we be? Yeah, that's that part right there did bother me a lot. I mean, no reason for us to stay here because I don't think I'm putting any more upgrades on here at all. Period. There's no point. Because we're gonna leave the site anyway. I can't stay with the site. Just want to allow you people to rip off their work at the end of the day, and then I just thought about that. I'm not doing anymore. I'm done. We got enough updates on the site where we're finished. I'm probably going to port my artwork and my designs, put them in folders, and port everything over to the new site because I'm actually setting up accounts with GoDaddy. Because as I said before, you know, I don't trust Wix anymore. That was the last straw for me. I never seen anything like that in a company before. Usually we deal with eBay or if it's Amazon or any other company. All I got to do is go in and show paperwork. That's it. That's all it's needed, and a site can be taken down just that fast. Because again, they would rather basically take down someone's site than basically get hit with $1 million lawsuit. So, you know, the fact that they drag their feet like that is their service when it comes to basically following up on it, it's absolutely freaking horrible. I mean, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. It isn't what you think it is. It really isn't at all. Period. Someone can come in and literally could rip off your work, and you could basically go in and show them paperwork, documents, whatever you want. We got conversations bouncing back and forth with representatives went on for 2 months, 2 months, and we're showing them hardcore evidence. And they're just dragging their feet. So they got this thing called the back office. I like that one right there. That's an interesting term. So they got the back office. So say somebody goes in, takes your stuff off your page, starts using your music, whatever, without your permission. You find this page. You take the UR code or whatever from the page. You send in your documents. You send evidence in that you're touching your stuff. Now, Wix is supposed to have an extremely serious policy about copyright infringements. They terminate your site right from the door. That's what it says in the policy. But this is not true. What happens is when you call in, they'll ask you to submit all that information in. So they'll send you to these proper channels where they basically deal with these particular problems. So as you're submitting all this information in, they'll start giving you these confirmations back. Good thing we recorded everything. Like, we literally recorded everything. As I was telling the person, the lawyer, like, we recorded everything. She was like, really? So yeah, everything was done live. So that's a nail in the coffin right there automatically. So as these confirmations are coming back, they are acknowledging that this is happening because they're telling you, like, yeah, we understand this, we're looking at this, we're looking at that, blah, 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 blah. But this has to go to the back office. We can't handle it here because you're thinking if you call in there, one of the representatives can take down the site. No, actually they can't. they have to send it to a back office, which can sit back there for anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. There's no numbers to call to the back office. Only they have access to emails. You have access to none of that at all, period. So while that's sitting back there, someone can be ripping off your stuff, and every day that goes by, you know what I mean? You're either losing business. Thank God I'm a Christian business, and then we don't have to worry about that. We're blessed, we continue to flow, but still, basically, getting hit with 180 emails, and most of these were from this individual by himself. It's freaking nerve-wracking. Like, come on, man! You're like seriously gonna hit my account that many times, really? And then we got other people that are joining in with them, which are now a part of the investigation. Welcome to HE double hockey sticks. I don't want to say the word, but that's where you're hitting at because now you're part of the investigation now. But anyway, but their service is really bad. So updates and all that stuff, fantastic. Website, basically what they give performance, fantastic. Dealing with problems, freaking nightmare like you wouldn't believe. So mind you, the back office has to get back to you. The back office can get back to you somewhere between 2 or 3 weeks, but every time you submit a ticket for what this person may be doing to your work, guess what? It goes through a whole process and it goes to the back office. It's like you're redoing it over and over, like they're resetting everything you're doing, not adding on to it. And then the back office finally gets a hold of you and said, "This is what we need you to do. We need you to take all that information, compile it into one document, and send it to us." But you just told me a few minutes ago, just send whatever we had. We even had managers do remote control access into our cell phone and pull pictures up that we couldn't load on. They have been on the site and seen the images. All that stuff is documented, all that stuff is noted. Now, as we get along to basically almost the lawsuit area, I explained to them, you do know, because the representative got nasty with me on the phone. I said, you do know when I file a lawsuit, I can get every single phone recorded subpoena. I can get it taken, get it pulled up, and we can bring you into court and we can question you on that. They're well aware of it, so they continue to act up and carry on. So, long story short, because of, and they did ask, the other lawyers did ask for Jamie's site. They requested the site, UR codes, everything, with everything on them. Name, address, all of it. So we sent everything over to them. They're going to take his site. They're going to actually also blame, with the lawsuit will also involve, I don't know if it's only a second lawsuit, we don't know about that yet, but we do know that Wix will be sued because Wix had the opportunity to remove this trouble off their site, and they chose not to. What makes this extremely bad for them is the fact that, say Jamie wasn't a Wix user, say he was from GoDaddy or some other platform, and he happened to pop up on my site and take my stuff off. They can easily say, well, look, this guy's on the site, different security protocols, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't excuse the fact that they should have took the site down to begin with. Well, they can't take the site down. They can't take the site down because the site would be with GoDaddy. All right, but he's from Wix. He's literally on the same platform I'm on. So that means at the end of the day, that's like another eBayer slamming another eBayer. At the end of the day, you're selling stuff, and this eBayer saying, no, don't buy from him. All his stuff is counterfeit, and he buys stuff from slave labor. He's putting all these nasty rumors about you. Again, you can't do that. There's policies where you can't slam other merchants on the same platform. And it was Wix's responsibility to go in with all this information we gave them and terminate the site, which they didn't do. And that's what landed them in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Just because of their whole dragging their feet and not wanting to cancel accounts, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the first complaint that pretty popped up on this and not doing their job, is what landed them a lawsuit. Now, what made the lawsuit into the million category? Well, number one, they got deep pockets, because in order for you to get that kind of money, you need a couple of things basically when it comes to lawsuit. You need serious damages and you need very deep pockets. You can't take from a well that has no water. You can have the damages there, but if the well has no water, what are you going to get out of it? And apparently they have extremely, extremely deep pockets. So, with that being said, this is why I tell you at the end of the day, don't do a poor man copyright. Make sure all your stuff is registered, so that way you're good to go if you ever have to go into court, because you can show a certified document that your stuff is protected and they touched it. So, with that being said, they're using the policy, which they have very strict rules, which they didn't follow by these particular guidelines. The fact that the timeline it took them to basically even get around to it. They haven't even got around to it. They haven't notified me, got around to anything yet at all, period. Got a few apologies from me because the lawyers, but that's basically about it. And they have to show that the site that was actually on Wix was basically spewing out that much hatred. What triggered it? the emails. All the emails that we submitted over, I think it's like almost like 2 months. It was insane. It's a lot. I didn't realize it's that many. Like 2 months of emails, like over 1,000, 2,000. A lot of freaking emails that was being so we sent over. Mind you, he was doing anywhere between 80 to 30 to 40 to 50 a day. That is pretty crazy. On top of that, it's not hard to tip the scales and say, look, this person may need to be 302. May have some psychological problems because it clearly speaks that loudly. If you're sending emails out around 30 to 40 emails a day, that means you may have some mental issues involved. And you may need to be, incarcerated or taken off the street because you could be a danger to those and others. It could come up quite a few times. But anyway, getting back to Wix. Wix's responsibility after seeing the email, it even makes it even worse for them that not only were the emails being spammed from Hotmail, but most of the emails were being spammed on their own business account, which is even worse because that means now it shows that people can not only go in and steal your rights to your work and everything, but they can also go in and they can basically spam you through Wix's accounts. Even worse. So they had the power to remove this. They had the power to stop this when we gave them the evidence, but they chose not to. So we piled all that information, sent it all into the attorneys. The attorneys asked for Jamie's website. They got all this information. Everything's being filed. Everything's being noted. It's being seen by assigned it to an attorney that's going to go in and file the lawsuit. So what's going to happen to Wix? Well, Wix is still going to be there. They're a billion-dollar corporation. I'm pretty sure they have some kind of insurance to cover them from hits. The problem is what's going to basically plague them is basically customers knowing that, hey, look, if I sign up on your website, there is no 100% guarantee that you're going to protect me from someone getting ripping off my work or my artwork. This is your business at the end of the day. Anything you put up there, it could be your artwork, it could be your music, it could be anything at the end of the day. And if you feel that you can't go into a website and your stuff can't be protected by the rules and regulations, and you run the risk of getting ripped off, slandered, or anything else may happen because another Wix user may be jealous of your work, then that's what happens. So that's why they rather settle out of court. They don't want anyone to know about it. If the price is high enough, I'll settle out of court. If it's not, I'll see them in court. And they're going to have to pay me a lot. I mean, a lot. I'm talking about I can die 60 times over and I'll still have bank. They'll pay me a lot of money. They messed up. They did. And I warned them. Mind you, I sent in a detailed graphic letter to them explaining to them that they were going to get. So with that being said, there really isn't no reason to build here for a while. No, not at all. Period. I'm going to go check out the VPI. I think I'm going to get one of those at GoDaddy and set that up. Hopefully their policy is a little bit more restricted, which I hope it is. I know one thing, we had a problem with him on eBay going in and putting my company's name up there. eBay is good. I mean, really, really good with restrictions. Really, we all know they're really good. One time, that's all I had to do was call one time and say, look, this is my company. It has nothing to do with eBay. We don't sell on eBay. We have no accounts with eBay. I had to show them basically what my website was, and they went in and knock this website down for a little bit, eBay account. Shut it down for a little bit. That's why if you ever see my name up there, you will never see my name there ever. Not ever. Because right now he got a serious strike against his account. And that strike means that basically he's walking on eggshells. Put something up there, that's it. I've seen on Danny's site, our company's name there also too. Attorneys will be in touch with Squarespace. So we will be contacting them also too. With a warning to have him remove that off the site altogether, or basically we'll file a lawsuit against him. And YouTube. Oh, we're saving you for last. I'm definitely saving for that. This is years. This is part of the civil lawsuit. This is years and years and years of them allowing Jamie to slander our company. This is why when we go to court, we're going to advise him to have receipts to back up everything he said about our company, about the products coming through Black. This is about 5-6 years in. It's going to be a big lawsuit. And it's going to involve YouTube. Because YouTube, we sent multiple complaints to them, and they did nothing about it. So they're going to be hit with a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. That's interesting. Came on here to do the update, and I really think about it. I mean, quite frankly, I really don't have to do anything. But I got bits to take care of. I love what I do for a living anyway. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. I'm going to live a little different, but other than that, nope. I'm gonna go back to making my paints and products, and I finally would have the serious, I mean serious, really serious, insane capital to be able to get screens, get custom built screens. My own motorized projection screen when I was trying to get design, my fixed frame screens, wallpaper screens. I can resurrect a corporation from the ground up with no problem. I can probably get a skyscraper if I want to get one. I'll tell you the truth, rather than no point in buying that. Was the point of maintenance fees? Now that would be insane. Man, I can. Matter of fact, I can drop stores in California. I dropped 16 stores in California. With, oh man, I just thought about that. That is, yeah, we definitely doing that one. You know, imagine seeing my black technology all through California and in Florida. Then again, I don't know about that too. On top of that, I might hit the channel that because the weather conditions down there have been a little bit interesting, so I might hold off on that one. All right, so okay, ain't really much to do. To tell you the truth, I'll probably just write some stuff. That's really about it. But yeah, so basically updating our stuff. Okay, so for a minute. I had to look all this stuff up. Wix regulate. Wrong one. Why she said something crazy. Wix consequences on copyright infringements. But they want.
According to University of Arkansas at Little Rock, willful copyright infringement.
You spelled it wrong, so that's not going to work if you speak it. You said Wix, you spelled that wrong. So they have to look into all that stuff. I look into it myself because, like I said, when I go into court, I like to know exactly what the lawyers are thinking. Wix consequences on copyright infringements. Yeah, that's another one. Does Wix own your website? They don't own your domain name. I know that for a fact. You better pay for that when that comes up. So yeah. Now, there's two cases when you do copyrights. There's one called CCV, and there's one called civil court. Civil court is the one you really got to watch out for. That's the one that can give you jail time. You're literally walking out with jail time. There's no doubt about it. You're definitely walking out with jail time. The civil courts are the worst. That's the one you don't want to be in. Those are the ones they take you with when they're hitting you with $1 million lawsuits. That's where they take you to civil court in there. Because in there, you talking about judge and jury. You talking about some real serious money's coming through there. On top of that, you're definitely getting jail time in that one. They tell you right from the door what's going to happen. Imprisonment up to 5 years. You go to small claims court. It depends on how bad it is. They may even basically give you a little time in there. It depends on how many of these you have at the end of the day. Like you get hit with maybe 5 or 10. Different forms of infringement here, but right there, civil court can give you heavy fines if you get dropped in one of these bad boys. That's why we're going to I know Wix will be going to civil court. We definitely know that for a fact, but I do know for a fact that some of the people that we are prosecuting are going to civil court. Door. All right, so let's talk about this gunmetal technology because I'm really excited about that. I got my frog tape. I'm going to be taping up my screens today. I'm doing 268-inch 235s in here. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be beautiful. Yeah, I mean, how much fun I'm going to have in this room. This room's going to monitor 3 projectors. Actually, 4 projectors. I'm sorry, we got 4 projectors in here. I'm going to get 2 ViewSonic ultra short those that have the cape of 235.1. I had them in my last place. I'm going to put one here and one here. They'll stick close to the wall, and we're bumping these bad boys. Removing all the furniture. The only furniture I'm having is my cloud sofa. Everything else is going to be raked under the sofa. Nice rack system. Take all these pieces out of their cases with nice slim cases. And we're going to wireless everything. Your keyboard, mouse, all this stuff. Yep. On my wall over here, we're going to stack in my VR collection. I'm getting an Index and a G2, which I'm going to have to build me a beefy computer for that one. And in the front, we're going to run the P2. P2. And I love my projector, that my Chrissy 505. That's gonna be mounted to the ceiling, so I can switch back and forth on which ones I want to use. Sometimes I might want to use ultra short throw and long throw. Tell you the truth, honestly, if you see what a Chrissy looks like compared, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be quite shocked what a 1080p Chrissy looks like on our screen versus a P2 laser 4K projector. Mind, we've done this before with 720p versus 4K. This is a Christie 505. That's a projector that got a lot of freaking power attached to it. It's going to be interesting. I got a funny feeling. I'm going to tell you, I read an Alpha 1 technology sitting on that screen. It's going to make the P2 look absolutely beast. But that 505 ain't no joke. It's going to give it a run for its money. It's going to be interesting watching a 2012 projector overpower a laser 4K projector. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm curious to see this. So I can't wait to see that. It's definitely going to be to take it out of lumens, a 5,000 lumen projector versus 3,000. But still, the P2 is going to be sitting right up against the wall. So we're not against the wall because we got to do 150. I might get 155 inches out of it. That's what I get out of it. So that we got to work on right there. Let me see. So in here, we're going to do a multi-projector setup. I saw something in some when I had the Oculus, and the Oculus allows you to set your rooms up the way you want to. And they had this particular room. I loved it. I freaking loved it. It was like some kind of like a Fifth Element kind of a apartment setup. It wasn't luxury. It was like something like you would have like a skateboarder would have or something like that. And it wasn't like torn down or beat down, but it was kind of like high tech, but it was kind of like low level. It was sharp. It was really sharp. I liked it. I spent a lot of time in that particular environment, and that's what I want to build here. They gave me permission to paint whatever I want, as long as I basically put it back to normal, so ain't a problem. Actually, a good friend of mine is a professional painter, you know what I mean? He's gonna, if I leave out of here, when I leave out of here, he's gonna put the place back the way it is. So I'm just gonna pull some chips off the wall, make the paint, have it to the side for him when he comes in here. But we definitely gonna change up the color of these walls. It's weird, like every place I move into, I change it. Every place we move into. As long as we get that permission slip, we're good. I do want to change my ceiling to black though. I miss my ceiling. I do miss it so much. But you know, I don't talk to managers. I never talk to managers. I talk to the owner. That's who I talk to. Always talk to the owner. I patch in directly through him. So he knows I got the money to take care of it. I got my own business. That's on all my forms. When I applied for the place, I put my company up. This is why it's important to have all that information for taxes. Like they ask for that stuff in the door. Like you can't come to them and say you have a business. They want to you literally should have a business. You all them pay licenses and all that stuff. Here you go. Yeah. So he knows I have it. So bottom line is, yeah, I'm gonna change this room out. We gotta redesign this room. I need to look exactly what I saw in the Oculus system, little monitors and stuff flashing in the background. It's pretty cool to watch. Yeah, definitely gonna do something different with it. We definitely gonna map the floor out. So we're gonna do the floor a little interesting because, tell you the truth, because of the carpet. What we're gonna do is the only thing I know is gonna lay really flat to the floor with no problem is the same kind of carpet that they make for outdoor patios. You ever seen that stuff? It's real stiff, it's rigid, but it's kind of little like it doesn't feel like you're actually walking across sandpaper. So we're gonna size it to this room. This room's a perfect square. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a thick rubber surface over top of it and coat it. That'll lay flat to the surface. On top of that's good insulation on top of that. And then we can coat that and we can actually map the floor out. So I want to map the floor and I want to map the ceiling. And I want to have back to back. Oh, I just figured out basically the software needed to do the whole wraparound screen thing. So that's going to be interesting. So this room's going to have 2 ultra short throws for the 235.1s. Behind me, I'm going to get 2 Christie LW400s, so the cheapest ones right there. They're going to do the portrait mode because we're going to replace these monitors with portrait mode. Can we sit back there? We're going to do those at probably about 60 or 70 inches in portrait mode. And then in the middle screen, because it's 235.1 at 168, we can literally put 3 mini screens in there. 2 portrait mode, and in the middle, probably about a 100-inch screen in the middle. That's for basically the PS4, because my PS5 will be out there. And that'll be for the retro probably, we can switch it over to 4.3. That's what I love about the VSonic projectors. That 235 switch back and forth, freaking amazing. So that's going to be nice right there. Get all that set up and get that done. I had to read through all of this. This is the contract you signed. This means they breached their own contract. It's like I said, it's a whole lot of stuff that companies will mess up on big time. These are literally their own contracts. So any company you do business with, there's a contract in there somewhere. It's always. A lot of people didn't realize when the 360 came out and they had Xbox Live, there was literally a contract that popped up on that bad boy. And a lot of people didn't read through it. I was like, did you see the contract? There's a whole bunch of stuff that they asked you to do that you agreed to. But most people will spin right through it as fast as they can and click it because they figure they're not going to do anything that's going to violate that contract. You may want to read through those bad boys. It's very important. Literally, in one of the parts of that contract, literally said they have the right to listen in on conversations. Right there. And a lot of people are bringing it up in chat rooms like, yo, did you read that? I said, yeah, right there in the paragraph. People were going through it and reading through it. Yeah, they have the right to listen to conversations. If certain keywords pop up that they feel that is an interest to them, they can basically listen in. You agree to it on those contracts. You ever read through your Fire Sticks and all them, the stuff that you put into your home that monitors and listens to you? I literally had a Fire Stick say to me, it couldn't hear me. It couldn't hear it. Because which I couldn't hear it. I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Literally said yesterday, I can't hear it. And I was like, ooh, that's never good. Yeah. I'm not going to get into all government conspiracies and all that stuff at the end of the day, but just put it this way. The home is the one place that United States government really can't touch for real, for real. It's your own private space at the end of the day. For them to be able to monitor that area would be, great for them. They feel it'd be great for them, but that's why I don't get into all that stuff. I see Amazon putting these little robots up that monitor all your activity, but little butlers. No, it's recording your activity on everything you're doing at the end of the day. It's like the same thing. Like if you go right now, you go look at a camera at a completely different website, and then you go to Facebook, and you will see the same camera you was just looking at a few minutes ago right there on Facebook. Like how would they even know that? No, it completely skipped all of this. Literally, it skipped all of this. What the heck was that? This is the reason why. See, you don't hear much noise in this place at all, period. But I'm not gonna do it. I don't do that. I was told already from the door that when I walk in and out that I basically have to have it covered up. Of course I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna walk down the hallway like it's the Wild Wild West. Draw. Because I always tell them anytime I move into a place, I always tell them to carry it. So that way it's no problem or anything. If they have a problem with it and I can't carry it, then I'm not moving into a place I can't carry. Because I get out of lifts all the time. I'm not saying nothing wrong with Uber lifts. Uber lifts are fantastic in the day, but again, like I said, we live on Earth. Just put it that way, all right? So you should have something on you. You never know. I met some of the most amazing Lyft drivers at the end of the day. Never would ever say they're all bad, but eventually you may get that one. And best you know, you can defend yourself if it happens to occur. So in and out of a vehicle, I take them all the time. I take on time to go back. Remember, I got to take them today to go to the post office, and I carry. I tell people, you learn to want to start carrying, go to the range every day. Learn how to clean and respect your weapon at the end of the day, and go to the range. Because you should not be in the street firing bullets all over the place. You should be able to hit your target with as less damage as possible, and you should know where to hit your target. That's another key feature right there. That'll keep you from going to jail. People always aim for the chest. I can never understand that. Why you aim for the chest? You know, basically, that's a man one right there, automatically from the door. Even if it's self-defense, that must be some serious self-defense. It's going to be a man one. And you run the risk of hitting somebody in the process. No. You understand? We live in a digital age. People got cameras. Everybody's walking around with when you consider the fact that the way they make cell phones today, literally everybody's walking around. They're a news station. You're walking around a news station 24/7. Somebody whip out a camera, boom, that quick, they can take you, put you on YouTube, boom, all over the place. You're all over the world and go viral just like that fast. Yeah. That's why I saw a video on TikTok where these people they literally in broad daylight walked into an expensive perfume. I think it was a perfume store. And they, no mask, nothing. Just, I don't condone that anyway, period, to put it away. But just grabbing stuff and just putting it in bags and walking out the door. So now you're going to sit in a 4x8 for many, many years because you still felt the need to steal cologne? That was a little stupid. You got face recognition software, all that stuff. Nobody trace exactly where you came from. 5 minutes later, you be sitting home like, yep, I'm going to go to the store and go pick up something. And you be sitting out the door waiting for you. Come on, people. Let's see, I'm going to take agreement. Yeah, this is the agreement. These are the contract agreements that you basically agree to. Terms and uses, this stuff you got to read through. He broke every single one of these. Literally broke every single one of these, and they broke them too, due to the fact that let's see. No, they don't. I don't know why they do that. They should need to stop doing that too. Yeah, I thought so. So basically, you know that little copyright symbol? This is the stuff you got to research when you deal with websites. You know that copyright symbol that you see at the bottom if you have a Wix account? That copyright is only good if basically by other Wix users. That's it. Outside of that, you're not protected at all, period. That's why it helps to have your stuff copyrighted. That's why when we punched in his name, he didn't come up on a database because it's not a real copyright. It's a copyright under them. That's it. It's not an actual legit copyright. When you come up in the database, that allows you to be to file a lawsuit and all other good stuff. But under their guidelines, no, you can't, because that's under with them only. All copyrights, by the way. See right here. Let's see what I'm reading right here. See what it says right there. All copyrights and contents can be used by Wix users within the Wix platform only. Now, for those of you saying, well, that gives him the right. No, it doesn't, because that's a mistake that people make. Because they think like, say I did that artwork, and I think because it's on Wix website, it's protected by Wix copyright, right? So if he went in and took that and used it for his own personal use, I really can't touch him because technically it's on the Wix site and it's part of Wix property. But because I got a copyright done with the United States government, now that's a different story because it shows a copyright that's outside of Wix jurisdiction, which means, boom, I can sue him. That's why you got to know business at the end of the day. It's more than just basically mixing paint together. You have to know business. You have to know the ins and outs. It's not just, that's why I said these guys that get on camera, they have no idea how to run a business. They really don't. They don't know anything about this stuff at the end of the day. I'll sit there and spend hours and hours and hours just studying law. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of information. Stuff that I know that I'm in need. You have to know this stuff. Because a lot of people don't realize, though I told you, get your paperwork, get your stuff in order, get your stuff registered. Because if you think if you go to the website and they give you a little copyright symbol on it, it's only good within their own world. That's it. So it's say I never got the cube copyrighted under the government, right? Never got that done. And I trusted on Wix to protect me. Yeah, good luck on that one, because what would have happened is if I had taken it to court, I would have lost. Because Wix basically has a policy in there to protect them, which says, hey, look, hey, if somebody takes it, you know what I mean? It's fair game due to the fact it's on our website. But this is different. This is not on your website. This is actually a real registered copyright. And that's what they should have took extremely serious. I don't think they did. Yeah. So they give you that little at the end of your name. No, buy your domain name. Always buy your domain name. I learned that when I was dealing with Vistaprint. That when I got my name digital and crystal screen paint, it wasn't mine. It was theirs, and I was paying. You still got to pay your monthly fees on it. Whatever domain you go to, you got to pay that monthly fee maintenance on it, or yearly, however they do it. But anyway, and they give you the option to buy it. Buy it because it's yours. Because if something happens and you want to leave that site, you can take your name with you, because your name is what makes your money. And you go to any site you want and register your domain name over there because you own it. Yeah, this is real slick right here. They got it under local and international law. You got to read through all this stuff. So it's really important. You'd be surprised. Oh, they're done. We got them. I got them on so many levels. It's not even funny. I'm reading through their policy of what protects them. They ain't got a freaking leg to stand on. I mean, like watching one of them ATTs come down. Take out one leg, the thing just, it's an easy lawsuit. You know, so basically, I hope they don't bring this up in court. We're gonna say, well, basically, Mr. Bird's information, everything on his website is no, don't do that, please. I hope you do that. I really do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna know already that I own those rights to that. So get all your stuff, everything you have, get everything you have. It's important. Like them labels, all them labels popping up on there, the labels that we have are dummies, which means, honestly, at the end of the day, yeah, I fall within that guideline. But the ones that are not dummies that are registered, oh, they can't touch us with a 10-foot pole. Oh, yeah. Copyright, see? Right here. And it tells you right here, how do you add copyrights to Wix? So you make sure that you own your own content. Your own content is yours. Like right now, for the fellow who we caught using our domain name, oh, you're in a lot of trouble for that one. A lot of trouble. You can't touch the domain name. It's mine. It belongs to me. That's identity theft at the end of the day. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to send you out an order. I'm just going to file a lawsuit against you. I do like going to court, though. I love going to court. Copyright, sir. Reporting infringement. Oh, this is funny. I did this one already. Let me see. Wait to see what the gunmetal's gonna look like. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. A screen for me, it's interesting because when we make our screen paint products, you know they're black, but they have a strange kind of code in them to make them look weird. And that's how we know. That's another thing too. We know when people do dumb stuff in the day. But anyway, it has a really odd color to it. I can't wait. It's black, but it's an odd color to it. It's kind of like it's not black. It can't be black because it's gunmetal, but it's right near the edge of it. But it's really dark, but it's gorgeous. I cannot wait to game off this thing. Let me see. Oh man, I'm hoping that this does not go the way I think. I'm not worried about this opening case. I got my main goal while I'm here is one good thing only. I'm not here to socialize. I'm not here to have friends. Nothing. My job is one thing: high by work. That's it. This is just a holding vessel for the time being until I get what I want. I got the apartment because I was going to rent a house, but I don't know anything about the area where I'm going to be going at. Like I found a lot of stuff about this particular area down here. If you're too many hundreds down, it's rough. If you're too many your hundreds up, it's expensive. If you're in between, whatever. But I was trying to get on the higher end of it all, but I don't got no renter's history down here. This will basically give me renter's history. But now when I think about it, now we don't even need the renter's history. We don't even outright buy a house now because the houses down here are so freaking affordable. I can just buy one. But the time I'm in here in an apartment, I'm not trying to be rude, people. Anybody who has an apartment, I'm not looking down on you. Don't take it the wrong way. But how the freak do you do this? Because gee whiz, I'm used to being in houses all the time. Remember, I walk out my door, it's me. I'm inside, it's me. I'm upstairs, it's me. I'm used to that. I've never lived in an apartment a day in my life. And I thought that, okay, it's going to be, I don't like to be around people too much. It's going to be, people just going to leave me alone. Because I'm used to that. I'm used to just coming in, just nobody speaking to me. I drive with it, go into my house, I'm going to leave me alone. But some people like it. Some people are sociable and they like that part. They like to go out and talk and tell you. That's not me. This ain't friends at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit down and have a pizza with a bunch of people and talk about God knows what. No. My mind is all about work. The minute I step in that door, jump on my computer, get work has to be done, paperwork, whatever, blah, blah this and blah, blah that. Test stuff, do this, do that, and that's it. It's all about work. Get on the phone, talk to my circle, people, friends I'm chill with, and that's it. People call me up, say, yo, what you doing? Meet up with them, go hang out with them. That's it. I'm in within my circle. No, we're good. Oh, my goodness. Man, it's just me. But yeah, I already. Guy was, hey, what do you do? I don't see much of you. No, y'all don't see much of me because I'll spend 4 days tucked in working, and then after that, on my fifth day, I'll pop up and then go out and go do something. That's usually what I do. I usually go out to eat with family or whatever, go chill with it like the other, but no, it's a high and by situation. I'm not planning to be here long. After I leave from here, you'll never see me again. That's how it works. I don't come back. I'm done. Planning to get this 4 acres. Now things are gonna be changing. I'm gonna move a little faster. Get this 4 acres, get this nice little house, a nice little tiny house on the side, which I want, and then just chill. That's what I'm gonna do. Build my corporation, build my business. But other than that whole, let's go hang out and do something like that. No, we're not doing this. Nah, ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Ugh. I don't get how people, off topic, I don't understand how people date in their apartment complex. Like, how the freak y'all do that? You know, you bring trouble back to your front door every day. That's one thing I learned growing up is never date in your neighborhood, never date on your job, nothing. Don't mess with your money and don't bring anything to your front door. Keep all that separate. That's one thing I train myself to ever do. Never, ever bring anybody into you date anybody in your neighborhood. That come right to your front door. Never date anybody a job. You're messing with your money at the end of the day. I don't do that nonsense. I was moving back and forth here a couple of times. A couple of nice, pretty females in here. I'm not interested in that. I got work to do. I got a job. My job is basically get in here, dress this place up, make it look nice on camera, work it, make my money off this place, and pull out, go to my next spot. And that's it. I'm done. I ain't into all that. And you got to be blunt with them. I'm blunt with people from the door. Look, I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to work. Done. Read through this mess right here. You ain't got no time to. No, I don't. I work all the time. When I'm not working, I want to be looking mom in BR somewhere, joking around, carrying on. Let me see. Oh yeah, we went through all this. We literally went through all this. This is what I went through. I filled out all these forms. Yep. We went through all those forms, all of them. Went through all that, so that's good. We covered that base right there. Just want to make sure what they had on here was interesting. Did this help? Let me see. Let's see. Consequences of copyright infringements on wigs. Now I want you to read what it says right here. This is what it says. If we receive a notice infringement as resulting in content posted on your site, it's removed. Nope, it was removed. Let's see, copyright strikes. Never received one. He never received one. If you get 3 copyright strikes, your content and your account within 1 year period, your account will be terminated. So let me get this straight. Even sadder than that, within 1 year. In 1 year, this person basically using your music or whatever, that's even worse right there. That's a very bad policy in there. But still, the fact that we did give them all that content up front and the account was never removed, yeah. And that's their policy. So basically, they breached their own freaking contract. That's what they did. Because we supplied all that information to them and they didn't do anything about it. That means they breached their own freaking contract. So breaching their own contract. Ooh, that's not going to go well. All right, so I'm going to get ready for the gunmetal. I'm going to put my copyrights in for the gunmetal. I'm going to apply for it through LegalZoom. So I can have my my official name and label ready for me to get ready to launch that. The gunmetal is going to be available in 24, 32s, and 128, which is a gallon, because we've been getting requests for gallons for bigger screens. The Sugar Plum Fairy, I'm definitely launching that one because I got a gaming PC. I'm building around that all pink PC. Matter of fact, 2 of my nieces are hardcore gamers. They want to promote the Sugar Plum Fairy on their accounts. So they got some pretty cool stuff. So they're going to be doing a screen. Now the Sugar Plum Fairy is going to come in 2 different forms. It's going to come in a visible, and it's also going to come in a front. The visible is for those of you who are into that front and rear. And with that rear screen, yeah, that's what it's designed for. So you can have that projector behind it while you hit the back of your screen. However you want to do it, that's going to be designed for. That's going to be a spray-on application only. So figure we're trying to get it done before the summertime, because I want to have that on display with a couple of big shows and expos coming up here. And again, I told you I'm going to be renting out the showrooms. I want to have it on display. I might have that packed with unicorn headsets. The unicorn headsets that glow, the kitty ones that glow on the side, we may pack those with those for free. I got to get me a good deal from a wholesaler for that. Let me see. Where we have done? Should have gone through here. This is what's got me stumped. I don't know whether I want to finish this out because right now my feelings through them is like ugh. So I don't know. All right, so I'll figure it out from there. How much should I kill in time on this right here? Yeah, probably just about right. All right, I'm gonna get ready. I got to be out. I'm gonna eat something and get your packages out the door. So yeah, that'll be all over there going out today. And thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I gotta send out tracking numbers. Matter of fact, I gotta do a tracking number right now. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And of course, we always thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. The gunmetal technology we're developing is going to be an absolute beast. It's going to be a beast. Of course, I'm going to be using it. It's going to be going on my walls. It's got to be a beast. When we get done designing and engineering this stuff right here, this is going to be able to. I don't want to say too much because I don't want these certified screens to back down and be trying to get their products to do some side by sides, but it's going to be a force to reckon with. I'll tell you that much. When I want the reputation of saying that I want the best gunmetal technology on the market, I'm definitely getting it. So this will allow our customers to be able to go in and be able to get most advanced gunmetal technology without going out and spending $5,000 for a screen. So that'd be fantastic from there. We may have a price change because now it's going to come in different sizes. When it's been 24, 32s, and 128s. At first, it was only going to be available in 32s at $379, but that's going to change because again, we have a different size category. So the price is going to drop on that one to make room for the other one, and then we'll go from there. All right, well, that's basically about it from there. I just got work to do today, a lot of it. I want to do a demonstration on the ultra short though projector, which I haven't had time to do, side by side to the 150-inch screen, which I got to do right today. Is the sun up? Well, I can't do it until we get some daylight in here because I'm not. No, wait till the sunlight, get some light in here. Let me get you guys while taking care of it. We get out of here. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless. Yeah, I gotta get that done.